Hey there and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren if you're new here, and this week I'm going to be making quite a quick little project which is going to be a drawstring bag. I've been wanting to create one of these for a while, so here's a basic run through of how to make one. Let's get to it. I started with a strip of scrap fabric and worked out how big I wanted my bag to be, then folded it in half and added a little more fabric to give me space to create the drawstring tunnels. Since I've gone home to create this video, I didn't have access to my overlocker, which would have made the whole process a lot easier, so instead I decided to have a go at creating it with French seams. So I started by sewing the fabric wrong sides together, leaving about 5 centimeters at the top unsewn, which will end up becoming the drawstring tunnels. Once I'd done that, I trimmed as close to the sewn edge as I could and then turned the whole thing inside out so the right sides were now together. I used my scissors to get the corners square. You can get proper tools for this, however I find scissors work just as well. The next step was slightly more fiddly, so I pinned along the seam that I'd already sewn, making sure it was neat, and then the aim was to sew back along the edge, making sure to trap the raw edges inside the little gap that I was sewing. Then once I was done, I turned it back inside out again, so the right sides were on the outside and the wrong sides were on the inside. Then I ended up with a nice clean seam with no raw edges. In order to create the tunnels for the cord or ribbon to sit in to actually turn it into a drawstring bag, I started by creating a double rolled hem on the side edge of the bag. This was a little fiddly, but as you can see I just pinned it all in place and then took it slow on the sewing machine. Just when the cord or ribbon's being pulled in and out, it just stops the edge from fraying and becoming messy. To create the tunnels themselves, I turned up the raw edge on the long side and then folded the top section in half. I pinned this in place and then it was ready to sew. Personally, I found it easier to pin one side and sew it and then do the other side, as I was able to easily fold back the side I wasn't sewing. But see how you get on. The final step was to thread the ribbon. Here I'm using a light organza ribbon, so I measured out the length of one of the sides of the bag and then doubled it and added on a little extra so I had enough to knot at the end. I attached a safety pin to one end of the ribbon and started threading through one side. Once I'd reached the end, I then looped back and thread down the other tunnel on the other side. Once I'd got to the end, I then tied the two ribbons in a knot together. Personally, I like it when the bag has two pulleys, one on each side, so I ended up just repeating the process of threading the ribbon but starting on the other side and also finishing off with a knot. And then with that, I was done. I'm really pleased with how this project has turned out. It was super quick and easy to do. I've also made a few of these drawstring bags out of a netted fabric to replace the little plastic grocery bags when you go to the supermarket. So I can't wait to go and use those. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. It would be amazing if I could get to 200 subscribers before the end of 2019. However, with that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!